Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode on the TimeShot server. I am Atyrum. This is our second episode here, and my first one, flying solo, probably going up the day after my very first episode goes up, because I just want to go ahead and get a solo episode where I get to talk about a few things, just to get them out of the way, because I feel like there's not really a good chance to talk about things when you're doing a tour with a bunch of people, and there's other stuff going on. I don't have time to get in there and be like, I don't know, just talk about the kinds of things I want to talk about. So yeah, I want to go ahead and get out a solo video as soon as possible for that reason, and also for another reason. And that reason is that I want to go ahead and do a Q&A. So I'm probably going to go ahead and advertise that in the TimeShot Discord, post it on Twitter and whatnot. So basically, because I am fairly new I'm new to the server, obviously, I just joined, but also I'm fairly new to the community around TimeShot in general, so I figured I want to go ahead and do a Q&A. So those of you who don't know who I am, or are just kind of wondering, like, who's this Addy guy, this Atyrum, who the heck is he, how do you pronounce his name, like, seriously, what kind of weird name is that, where do you come from, like, if you're wondering anything, like, I don't know, I mean, it doesn't even have to be related to me joining the server. I mean, if you just want to ask me, personal questions about other games, Minecraft, I don't know, just ask me questions, post them in the comments, and I will answer them in an upcoming episode, possibly the next one, or it might be the one after that. I'm planning on recording a video on Friday. I'll probably record pretty late at night for that one, so just try and get them in, get your questions in before, get them in by Friday, and I will go ahead and answer those in a video, and that video will probably go up Saturday or Sunday, assuming all goes to plan. And yeah, so go ahead and get those questions in. Go ahead and post them down below. If you don't have a question, first question that comes to mind, just post it. Just do it now. Don't even think about it. Yeah, so with that out of the way, we're here at Spawn again. I got a texture pack now. I have the 32 by 32 Faithful pack, which is something I've been using for quite a while. The last server I was on, I know I was using this, and the server before that, I think I used this too. And I also installed a custom sky, which looks all pretty. I'll have to see if I can figure out, find the link again to this, because I literally just downloaded this today. Of course, this is only my second day on the server, but I should be able to find links to that. I don't have the name of it. Well, I suppose I could look at my resource packs in my menu here. Dramatic Skies, it says it's for 1.9.2, but I don't think that's really going to matter. But yeah, it looks really cool. It's nighttime right now, but we'll see the daytime sky in a minute. It's also got custom moons and suns, and moons and suns. There's only one moon and one sun, so I don't know what I'm going on about there. So yeah, so that's pretty neat. Got all that stuff going. And I have kind of gotten a little bit of a start now. I did want to make sure that the first episode was authentic. My first login to the server, so I made sure I didn't get on beforehand, although I was whitelisted a little bit earlier and invited to join whenever I felt like it. But I didn't really have a chance to actually get the actual tour until just Sunday, so I wanted to make sure I held off on getting everything set up until after that was all done. So there's a lot of monsters around, so I'm going to go ahead and sleep real quick, and hopefully some of those despawn. But yes, I wanted to make sure I wasn't getting on and, grinding up all my resources and coming in on my first episode, which I've done in the past, with full diamond gear and a completely built house, and saying, oh yeah, welcome to the server, this is my first episode, check out my modest, gigantic house that I built, that I've been working on for a month. Yeah, I wanted to make sure my first episode was actually, the very beginning, so we can kind of show things from the beginning. Obviously, I have done quite a bit since then. I mean, it's only been one day, but it is the 4th of July weekend. I do live in America, and so therefore I do actually have a 4-day weekend, which is nice. So yeah, I've been working on getting some stuff grinded up, so I do have pretty decent iron tools. I went ahead and borrowed some iron from my buddy Tort's iron golem farm. I tried to AFK there for a little while, but I think I was probably AFK in the wrong spot because it didn't seem like anything was really coming through. So, sorry, Tor, I'll pay you back at some point. And I also had to borrow lapis from, there's some public chests by the enchanting tables that I kind of borrowed some lapis from, so I will hopefully be repaying and refilling those at some point as well, so I'm not just, you know, taking things without returning them. But yeah, I got a decent start here, but I haven't done any caving at all. This is all stuff I've gathered, and I went ahead and grinded up levels over at the Ender Farm, which we did show in the tour, so I don't have to worry about showing that off. But yeah, so I went ahead and grinded up all this stuff, and I went ahead and started on my spawn base over here, which is a little ways out of spawn, and there's a bit of a reason for that. I'll go ahead and talk about that real quick. I wonder, is there anything we can do right now? Because I'm still lacking in some resources. And I feel like we need to go caving for those resources because right now I really don't have stone, of all things. We can chop down these trees. I do need to get some acacia wood, so we can do that while I'm talking. But yeah, the reason I'm building it all the way out here, the last server I was on, to go back about 6 months to when I was still on that server, was called Minecraft with a Y. Basically, it was Minecraft, but it was spelled with a Y. Yeah, I suppose that's pretty self-explanatory. I don't know why I needed to explain that. But, yeah, so that was the previous server I was on. I was on that server for about 2 years. It was in its 4th season, Season 4, which never really took off. It stayed pretty inactive throughout. I was playing on it when I did, and it was always pretty slow, so it kind of felt like single-player Minecraft, which is okay, I suppose. But anyways, so the point of the matter, I don't mean to ramble on about things that probably aren't really relevant, but the thing that is relevant is the fact that I realized after that server shut down, and we're going to want to go ahead and wait for those saplings to drop down too, so let's hang around here for a little bit. But yeah, so I realized after the server shut down, well, technically there was a sort of a meeting to decide what to do about the inactive state of the server, and they decided to go ahead and merge with a different server that was also inactive. So I kind of said at that point, you know, I think I'm done. I don't want to, you know, merge into a completely dead server with our dead server, because that's not going to take us anywhere. So that was when I kind of took my leave right there. But yeah, so basically rambling on about stuff that again is not quite as relevant, but basically, so I realized when I started following TimeShot, because I hadn't really known much about TimeShot before about 6 months ago when the last server I was on shut down. The only thing I knew about it is from my buddy Tortimer, Tortimer the Grey, who has been a member on TimeShot for a couple of years now, I believe. He's the only you know, person I really knew on TimeShot prior to more recently. And I actually knew him from the Farside server, which is the server I was on previous to Minecraft with a Y, which is quite some years ago now. That's been shut down for some time now. But yeah, we were on that server together for a little while, so that's how we know each other. And yeah, so basically, the reason that I'm building all the way out here, what I started talking about in the very beginning there, the last server I was on. This is what I was trying to get to. The last server I was on, we were actually on the exact same seed. It's the exact same world. I realized that watching some of the TimeShot members' videos when I first started getting into some of the other members. I thought, hey, this looks really familiar. I saw especially this little mountain over here, and I was like, that looks really... I swear we had one just like that on the last server I was on. And then I realized, you know what, this is the exact same seed, you know, because we had a mesa out that way, and, you know, like, everything's the same. I mean, if you look at my videos from the last server I was on, I believe our spawn center was right about here. There was a big fountain there, and then my modern house was probably about where that windmill is right now. And then I had my medieval house over here, and then I had the hotel is probably over in this area. I don't know. I might have some of the spacing wrong, but I don't really feel like bringing up that save, that map. I don't think I even have the world save now that I think of it, though. But I don't feel like bringing up the coordinates to see if that's actually correct or not. But yeah, so basically we're playing on the same seed, and what are you doing out? I mean, I guess these things... Oh, the lag. I guess these things don't die off in daylight, but I didn't think he would still be around. I would think he would have despawned, but okay. yeah, so basically we're playing on the same seeds. So I had some projects planned for that server, but I was kind of holding off on certain projects because I knew that. Well, I mean, I didn't know the server would shut down, but I had a feeling that there was gonna be something happening. I had a feeling, well, maybe not. I don't know. I just kind of felt like I didn't want to start on anything too big if I wasn't sure the server was gonna stick around. So I kind of held off on some of my larger projects. And to be fair, this isn't really a larger project, but I did already have this build kind of planned. Not really like planned out in any kind of like I actually went to creative and built it out and stuff, but more of like I had an idea for something I wanted to build over here in this savanna biome specifically. And so yeah, when I you know kind of decided for sure that I wanted to apply to TimeShot, I was like, oh hey, look, that spot is available over here in the savanna. I could build something over there as long as nobody claimed it in between the time that I became interested and the time that I actually applied, which was a couple months because I wanted to make sure I was actually ready to apply. But so yeah, I saw this area over here right by spawn, and I thought, I could build my spawn house if I actually did end up getting on the server, which obviously I mean I did. But yeah, so I saw this spot, and this is where I wanted to build. And as for what I'm building, you probably won't be able to tell just by this, but one of my favorite game series of all time, and in fact, I'm a big Star Wars fan in general, but one of my favorite game series of all time is the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic series, which is a series of RPGs. There's actually only 2 games in this series, and I won't be spoiling it here. I'm just building something from that series, so don't worry if you haven't played them. I mean, they're a couple of years, not a couple of years. I mean, they're over a decade old now, so if you're looking to avoid spoilers, don't worry. I won't be spoiling those games here if you still want to pick them up. I don't know if there's still a Steam sale going on over the summer, but if you do want to pick them up, they are available. And I'm also planning on Let's Playing them on this channel at some point. I don't know when. It kind of depends on when I can get them to work, but yeah, so I'm actually building the Jedi Enclave from Dantooine. It's not going to be an exact replica, and it's not even going to be to scale. I'm kind of winging it in a sense. I mean, that's just kind of my building style in general, is I just kind of just throw stuff together, see what works. But I mean, in this instance, I'm at least kind of following a bit of a guideline in that I kind of want to make it at least look a little bit like the Jedi Enclave from that game. And I will, if I remember, flash up a picture of that on the screen right now. If I don't remember, yell at me in the comments, and I'll put a link to an image in the video description. Or you can always just Google search Dantooine Jedi Enclave. Although stay away from the Wikipedia page for the game, because if you haven't seen, if you don't know anything about the game, I don't want you to get spoiled about anything, because I have a feeling there's probably some spoilers on the Wikipedia kind of pages. But so yeah, basically it's a Jedi Enclave, not quite the same kind of thing as the Jedi Temple on Coruscant, which you would have probably seen if you know Star Wars at all. I don't even know if you people watching this even watch Star Wars at all, but Coruscant featured pretty heavily in the Star Wars prequels, Episode 1, 2, and 3, as the kind of central hub for the Jedi, as well as a central hub for the galaxy as a whole. But there's a Jedi Temple on Coruscant, which is kind of the base of operations for the Jedi. The Jedi Enclave on Dantooine, of course, Knights of the Old Republic is a game that's set 4,000 years before the rest of the Star Wars, like everything else in Star Wars, basically. Thus the title. But yeah, so basically the Jedi Enclave is like almost like a secondary location, almost more like a training base, if you could call it that, but not like the main hub, because in those games the main hub for the Jedi is still on Coruscant. But yeah, so that's what I'm building. I'm building a Jedi Enclave, and yeah, so that should be pretty cool. So what it's going to look like, I don't need to describe what it's going to look like. I'm going to show you guys a picture. What am I going on about? So yeah, I've kind of just been laying it out in dirt right now, and I've kind of been working on trying to decide my color palette right here, because there are some trees. I'll throw up a picture of a tree too. There's this special kind of trees that they have in Dantooine. They're kind of like fat, round trees with just a few leaves. So I think I'm probably going to use acacia wood for that. Although they're not gray, because the trees are more of like a light tannish color, but there aren't really any like logs that really fit that color, and I don't really like using oak logs. I feel like oak logs might be the closest, but oak logs are, in my opinion, kind of ugly, but that might just be because I've been playing since oak logs were the only type of logs, and so I've just gotten kind of bored of them. But yeah, I mean, yeah, so I think we probably go with a acacia. We'll see how it looks. I mean, we'll build it out. I will build a tree at some point and see how it looks. Let's make sure there's nobody hanging around out here. It looks like we're on the clear. I think we slept in time there, but I'm kind of building out a color palette. I don't usually do this kind of thing, but I'm trying to improve my building style a little and try and get better at making things look consistent, because sometimes my builds just kind of look all over the place, and I want to make sure I'm not doing something like that this time. So yeah, so the let's see, the pathways here are going to be lined because they kind of dip down from the ground, if that makes sense. So they are going to kind of wind through like this, and then I'm going to be using, I think sandstone stairs are going to look the best. It's more of like a pale orange kind of color in the game, but there's not really any kind of stair options for that color, so I think orange clay probably works the best, because I do want to actually give it that slope. I don't want to just put flat blocks there, because I have kind of been looking at an example, a version of this build that I'm doing that someone else did. I'm kind of looking at one of those that someone did. I've got their world downloaded. I found it on like Planet Minecraft or something like that, but I've been looking at that, and they used red clay, but they didn't actually put the slopes in the sides of the path. But I think I want to have the slope there and have the stairs there. I think that would look a lot nicer. I don't know if that even makes sense. So basically, let's see if I have any stairs. I can go ahead and place them down right now to show you guys what I'm talking about. So I'm not just rambling on about stairs on the side, and you guys are like, what the heck is this guy going on about? This new guy is really weird. Like, what the heck? Who is this guy? Who let this guy on the server? So basically, it's kind of gonna look like that, maybe. So go ahead and plop that out of there. And this shovel is super fast, but I don't know if it... I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this, though. I think I'll probably kind of go like this. So I'll kind of break these blocks out so I can make sure the path stays wide enough. Because I want to make sure that the path isn't too narrow. So yeah, it's kind of going to look like that. It's going to go through the entire thing, and then we're going to go ahead and end up having... I probably don't have many of them, because I think I mentioned I don't really have any stone. But I think that these things, the stone slabs, will probably look best for the kind of the pathway here. So we go ahead and place a couple of those down, but yeah, I've only got 4 of those, and I don't think I really have any smooth stone. I went to cook up some cobblestone. Yeah, there was 2 smooth stone. That's not much. And yeah, I went to cook up some cobblestone. I had about 11. There's a couple more right there. I guess I don't really need to fill this out right this second. Hello, wake up game. That's how you make a stone slab, right? I'm not stupid, am I? That's how you make a stone slab, isn't it? Is this just lag? I hope this is lag and I'm not just dumb. I mean, it is super late at night. This is the 3rd time I've started recording this episode. First time it lagged to heck and back because I don't know, for some reason OBS decided to crap out on me. So I don't know what happened there. So I had to scrap that recording. And then the second time, just about 15 minutes ago, the server restarted after I was about 5 minutes into my recording, so I just decided to just scrap that and start over again. So we didn't have any interruptions, but yeah, do we have connection issues? It looks like we have a fine connection. There we go. Okay, I was gonna say I hope we're not just being dumb here, because what my tangent over there was about was I meant to say that it's really late at night. Usually I don't stay up this late because I tend to work early in the morning, but yeah, I was gonna say it's early in the morning, or it's late at night, and I'm tired. Maybe I forgot how to make stone slabs or something like that. I don't even know. But I knew I was right, but at the same time I was like, wait, second guessing myself. Wait, is that really how you make stone slabs? I think that'll look okay. I think that looks fine. But yeah, and then the main structure itself is gonna be gray. Probably stone bricks. We can go look at my palette as a reference again. Probably stone bricks. I think that would make the most sense. And it's kind of got these little insets in it. If you look at the picture I provided, I'll probably put it in the description as well as put it in the video. If I remember to put it in the video, again, remind me to make sure that there's a picture reference for you guys to look at while I'm talking about all this stuff. But it does kind of have little inset parts, and I got to figure out what I'm going to do with those. I feel like they're kind of like vents or something like that. I can't quite tell for sure what they're really meant for, but I might use like blue, like a more faded blue color in there. I think that might look nice to add a little bit of variety, so we're not just having it all gray. And yeah, and then like the overhangs over here that we're going to have over the top of the entryways, those are going to be made with orange clay. Again, those are a bit more subdued. If you look at the actual, oh, is this really how I want that to look? Yeah, that's how I want that to look. I think that's fine. But the color is a lot more subdued if you look at the actual, if you look at the image I'm hopefully providing that I keep talking about. I'd look pretty stupid if I keep talking about this image and I don't actually show you guys this image. But yeah, and I'd honestly say that the color they use, both for the surrounding the walkway and the little overhang there, is more closer to like regular, like non-stained hardened clay. Is this still hardened clay, by the way? Yeah, it is. Okay. Because we're in 1.12. I thought they changed that to terracotta? Or is terracotta something different? I haven't messed with 1.12 very much, so I don't even know. But this would probably look closer. But yeah, I've got these in my inventory right now, so this is probably going to end up looking kind of like this. Just going to kind of play by ear here. Yeah, that looks relatively round enough, and I think that's probably about how far we want it to come out. And yeah, I mean, this is probably going to end up being more of a miniaturized version of the Jedi Enclave, and it's also not completely the same as the one in the game, because in the games, the only entranceway to the top level is over here, and then I'll take you into our main courtyard over here, which has a big tree in the center. And this would normally take you underground, but I kind of wanted to just have both entrances lead to the courtyard. I may build an underground segment later, but I think I want to get the upper level finished first. So yeah, I'll have, you know, our entryway, our courtyard, and all that kind of stuff. And then I'll probably have, you know, kind of like a council chamber over there. Probably looking mostly similar to the actual game. And then over here, I'll kind of have probably my bedroom, and kind of like a storage room and all the other, you know, Minecraft essential stuff, crafting and all that. Because obviously we need that. And that's the main reason I'm deviating from making just a simple, you know, remake of that map from the game in Minecraft, and also the fact that I like to be creative and kind of do my own thing, while still taking inspiration. But yeah, I think we've kind of covered all of our blocks. I think this brown, I forgot what I was using the brown for. I don't have my reference image up right now, because I wasn't really planning on doing any building this episode. I was just planning on coming in and showing you guys what I was doing at the moment. So yeah, I believe that's most of what we wanted to cover this episode. I don't think there's really anything else. I suppose, needless to say, this dirt shack here is going to be temporary. We will be removing that once we've actually gotten a proper storage area over in the Jedi Enclave over here. So yeah, was there anything else I wanted to do? You know what? There is something else I want to do. If you remember during the tour, actually, I think, did this happen before the tour started, or was this part of the recording? But basically, Poet killed me. I think it was almost accidental, kind of on purpose, though. I'm gonna say it was on purpose because, yeah. But before that had happened, and this part didn't happen during the recording. I think I hadn't even started recording. But Mara ran off and gave me a couple of welcome gifts for joining the server, and she had given me a iron block, a gold block, I think it was a gold block, and a diamond block, and I think there was something else too, but I don't remember, and I don't think it was as important. If we can load the nether here, that would be nice. But yeah, basically when I died, Poet ended up picking up that stuff and never gave it back. So if we can load the nether, we're going over to his base to recollect that. Maybe. Here we go. That took long enough. That's the longest I've seen it take to load the nether. I don't know if that has to do with the fact that I'm using Fraps right now, because I haven't actually used Fraps to record Minecraft in quite a while. But yeah, and this is a nether hub, by the way. I think we walked through here in the tour, but yeah. Poet's base is over this way. Obviously, it's all still a work in progress and such. I believe Penny is working on that, but several other members have contributed, because they kind of got like biomes going around it in all the little. It's a sundial, if you can't tell, or is it a clock? It looks like a sundial to me. That's what that looks like. but it might just be meant to be a clock. But anyways, they got little biomes in each of these areas, and it looks like this one has some melted snow in it. I don't know if it's supposed to look like that, and some exposed netherrack. I'm assuming that's not supposed to be there. But they've been working on some biomes in here. I think there's a couple spaces still empty. So yeah, we may hit up Penny and see if we can help out with one of those at some point. Because there are still a few to fill in, and that'd be a nice collab opportunity. Because I do want to make sure we get some collabs in with people, because I feel like in the past, the last couple servers I was on, a lot of the times we didn't really get in on much collab action. A lot of the times, although to be fair, I feel like at least half the time on each of the servers I was on were periods of inactivity. But yeah, so this is going to be the portal to Poet's Base. We were originally going to go here during the tour, but because it kind of got cut short, we didn't end up getting out here because I kind of, just left. But we're at Tort's Base, which I believe, I'm not sure for sure. I believe it's off that direction. I don't know. I get mixed up at Poet's Base because it's a whole lot of quartz all over the place. It looks really nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm not insulting it, but it looks really nice. But I was over here earlier, just kind of wandering around. I think I was trying to get to something that was closer to here than any other portal, and I got kind of mixed up as to where I was going. But oh, that's right. I was going to Tort's Base because I needed to get iron. That's right. But yeah, so we need to find. I think his storage is up here. Luckily, this is a YouTube streaming server, so I have seen videos from most of the members on here, especially the ones who have actually been playing on Season 2 recently. So I do kind of have a little bit of a feel for where things are in the server, so yeah, hopefully he doesn't keep all of his diamonds and such in his ender chest, which he might. I'm not sure. I don't pay that much attention. I don't keep track of where each individual TimeShot member keeps all their stuff. And he's got a lot of shulker boxes. I wonder if he can spare any of those, because I don't think there's any left, any shulkers left in the end. Or there might be someone else who might have some that they can spare. So we may just have to take an equivalent here, because he basically has taken from me 9 diamonds, 9 iron, which I guess isn't that big a deal, and 9 gold. Yeah, I'm guessing. Yeah, he probably has them locked up somewhere. I can't think of anywhere else they would be. Oh, well, there's some gold. I can go and take the gold. And I'm guessing that he probably has. He still has the block in his inventory. I don't think he's logged on that much since the tour a couple days ago, because I've actually been on like almost all day today. I don't think I think he logged on briefly, but yeah. So what do we take in place of the diamonds? He had some diamond gear over there. Tempted to take that. Yeah, let's go and take something from there. What do we have here? Fire protection, not that good. Those are nice, but they don't have feather falling. My boots right now actually have feather falling, which is really nice. I don't think I want to give that up, although they are diamond. Let's see here. Nice shovels. I might want to take a shovel, perhaps. Ooh, a diamond hoe. Tempting. I'm going to take the diamond hoe, and I'm going to take a diamond shovel. And Poet, if you want these back, then return my diamonds, please. I will return these items if you return the diamonds. And hopefully this is equivalent. I mean, it has enchants on it, but I mean, this is only 3 diamonds technically. I think I need to take one more thing. Okay, there's some old books in there. I think I need to take one more thing. What else do I want to take? I'll take these boots. So that adds up to 7 diamonds, plus the enchants are worth at least a little bit. Oh, and I just got an achievement, or an advancement. I don't know any much about those either. So yeah. But yeah, that's going to end off this episode. I don't know how long we've been going on, because I can't really see the timer that shows in my recording software, because I'm playing the game in full screen mode. So yeah, that'll end off today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, I'll see you in the next episode of TimeShot. Make sure you get those Q&A questions in. I did mention the Q&A this recording session, right? See, this is what happens when you try to record an episode like 3 times. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it, but if I didn't, I'm doing a Q&A. I'm doing a Q&A in an upcoming episode, either the next one or the one after that. So get your questions in, post them down below, and I will answer every question in some fashion. Although if you ask me for my social security number, I will answer you with no. But yeah, I will give an answer to every question that's asked. So go ahead and post them in the comments. Yeah, I think I said if you don't have any questions, then just whatever first question comes to your mind. Or just go on Google, search what's a random question I can ask someone, and give me whatever you find there. You know, I don't care. Ask me questions. Give me something to talk about while I do some caving. So yeah, that's going to end off this episode. I will actually end the episode here this time. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode of TimeShot.